Hi, this is Jim Feist in Las Vegas. I've got a free pick coming up on the Nebraska-Ohio State game on Saturday. First, 2 weeks ago I told you about my AFC East game of the month. It cashed with the Dolphins on Sunday, a straight-up winner over Buffalo. Last Saturday, my college shocker of the month cashed with Wyoming. I've got my SEC game of the month Saturday for $25 at Vegas Sports Masters. But you can get that for $5 by calling 888-777-4155. Let me repeat, that $25 SEC game of the month, $25 at Vegas Sports Masters, but you can get it for $5 at 888-777-4155. But use the code words Jim's Game of the Month. Now, free pick on the Nebraska-Ohio State game. This is a key conference clash between two of the strongest defenses in the country. Nebraska is number 15 in points allowed. Ohio State Buckeyes, number 6. Nebraska is on a 6-0 run under the total, while Ohio State is 9-2 under in Big Ten games. They're also 14-2 under the total after a victory. I see a defensive slugfest. Play Nebraska-Ohio State under the total. Stay tuned as Dave Koken and I break down college football weekend on ProLine.
All right, here we go with a look at, this is a huge game this weekend, and it's gotten a lot bigger because of the coaching change that took place at LSU. LSU is kind of floundering around, but since Ed Orgeron's taken over, LSU's won 3 in a row. They put up a bunch of points in the process, and now they're home dogs against Alabama this weekend. This is going to be an exciting matchup.
There's no question who's the favorite in the game. I mean, right. Alabama's the favorite in every game. But there are situations, I mean, you got a full 7-point favorite, and there's actually one book, a major book, that's got Alabama 8.5. Now, that's a big difference. You got 7, 7.5, and 8.5. So I guess they're taking an opinion position on this game for one reason or another. But when Ed Orgeron took over 3 games ago, he's changed the offense. The whole attitude is different. LSU has always been tough to beat at home. Granted, Alabama's been able to do it a number of times. But this is a different situation where the team has a lot of momentum, a lot of confidence in the new coach, a lot of confidence in their new style of play. They're putting up a lot of points. Interesting that the total opens 50 in this game, immediately gets bet down to 44.5. Both Dave and I think that might be the time to go against it and bet the over.
Yeah,
it looks like a lot of points.
I'm not sure if 50, I don't think I'd consider it over 50. But now that it's a lot less than that, I mean, you look at LSU since Ensminger took over as the offensive coordinator from Cam Cameron. Look at the points here. And this is under Orgeron. 42, 45, and 38. Now, they're not going to get that many points against Alabama because Alabama's just an absolutely fantastic football team, and they've got a great defense. But Leonard Fournette is going to get his yards against anybody. He's completely healthy again. The other kid can spell him when he needs a break. Etling, yeah, look, he's not a great quarterback. He's a Purdue transfer, and that kind of tells you something right there. But he's doing a decent job managing the game. However, I could see him getting picked once or twice in this game, and that could result in a score for Alabama, particularly if it's a short field. Alabama is tremendous offensively. You look at the team and you look at the defensive numbers, and they're incredible, but it's not like this team can't put points to the board. So to me, 44, particularly given the style of play that we're seeing now out of LSU, I think there's a good chance this game goes over the total.
I didn't understand the movement, but the market is pretty widespread these days, and it's worldwide. So you really don't know when you get a movement like this in a game if it's actually sharp money. I'm guessing that it's not. Unless somebody's taking a position saying, let's drive it down and then bet it up over a bigger number. So the hypothetical, how does that work? You bet $100,000 and you spread it out. It might not be the right number, but you spread it out across the board and you move it down. And then you come in later in the week when the line has been knocked around at the 44, 45 level, and you come in with a couple million over the number. That's how some of the markets can get manipulated. It happens on the stock market as well. So you have to be careful of that.
I'm really interested as to why that one sharp book, which is not located in Las Vegas, it's an out-of-the-country location, why they're higher by a point than everybody else. That is really interesting to me. Now, you can't, if you like LSU in the game, I'm not telling you that you should just look at that and say, well, I can't bet them because such and such a book is a very sharp store and they've got the line higher than everybody else. I mean, look, that happens sometimes. It doesn't always win. You want an example, you look at last week's game between Texas Tech and TCU, and the sharps were all over TCU in that game, but Texas Tech ended up getting the job done. So, you know, if you have a take on a game, you go with your take. I think there's going to be a lot of strong handicappers, and I don't think I'm going to get involved in this game. If I were, as far as a side's concerned, if I were to take a side, the hell with what the number is there, I would take LSU. I think as a home dog, this place is going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I'll tell you, LSU's got no fear of anybody right now. And Alabama's, they've been winning the games in this series, but the last couple of games in Baton Rouge were tough. And I just think the gap between these two teams, since Orgeron took over from Les Miles and his, tight-collared ways, they're a completely different football team.
Right now, this whole campus is up.
Oh.
They're really up. They're excited. The players are up, excited. It's always been a tough place to play. It's 5 p.m. Vegas time. It's a night game. It's always crazy there. Bama's been there before, and they've been able to handle it, but this is a different club.
But the games went to the wire.
Oh, yeah. There have been a number of them that have. This is a definite. It's 73% of the bets are on Alabama. There hasn't been a line move up that much. It opened 7.5. There's some 7s. There's 7.5s, and there's that one very big book at 8.5. That's an opinion line. For some reason, they're taking a position on that game. Doesn't mean they're right. And when you talk about sharp money, like I said before, it's a worldwide market now. We don't know what sharp money is anymore because a lot of the money comes from around the world, and it's not necessarily sharp. It's just big.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm looking forward to it.
I can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
Fun
All
game
right.
to watch.
Viewers can get free plays from us right to their cell phone. It's extremely easy, Jim.
That's right. Just text the word GAME, G-A-M-E, to 25827, and you'll get a free play right now to your cell phone. That's GAME, G-A-M-E, to 25827.